Hi, I'm Tom Camber, and today we're at Senior Planet to talk about home screen management. Most of us know that as you go through life, you have to keep track of your stuff, and it's often difficult to remember where you put your boxes or your books or your keys, and we try to stay organized as well as we can. As we get older, we happen to have more stuff, and we often need to spend even more time organizing ourselves and keeping track of things. Well, it's no different when you're using a computer or a tablet. So today we're going to learn a little bit about how to keep track of your files and your applications and your information on your device. Most of the information that we have on our tablets is contained in applications, which we call apps. And the more apps we have, the more likely we are to need to organize them. So often they get spread across many screens, set up in ways that we can't keep track of them or find what we're looking for. So today we're going to learn how to organize the apps, put them in folders, keep track of them, and manage our information so that we can find what we're looking for as quickly as we need it and without getting frustrated.
If your home screen has become unmanageable, we're going to go over a couple of quick tricks to help you stay organized. Let's check out a few of them here.
Moving or deleting apps and creating folders are easily accomplished with just a little practice. Your home screen is composed of pages that hold your apps. When one fills up, a new page will automatically be created. The small circles on the bottom of your home screen indicate how many pages you have, in this case, 4. A highlighted circle means you are currently looking at that page. To access other pages on your home screen, swipe left. You're now looking at an additional page of apps. It's possible to have many pages, so keep swiping left to see all your apps. When you get to the last page, a left swipe will bounce back, indicating that there are no more pages to view. To return to previous pages, swipe right. To return to the first page of apps without scrolling back through each page, tap the Home button once. Now we're going to talk about how to move your apps around so you can organize them the way you want them. This can be done on a single page or across multiple pages. It's a two-step process that takes some practice to get familiar with. First, we need to get the apps to shake, which indicates they're ready to be moved. To make your apps shake, pick any app, press and hold on that app until every app starts to jiggle. Then remove your finger. You'll see all the apps are now shaking or jiggling. Once the apps are shaking, choose the app you wish to move. In this case, Settings. To move the Settings app around on the same page, press and hold on the Settings app and drag it to its new location. Be sure to keep your finger pressed down on the app the whole time. After it's positioned where you want it, release your finger and the app now lives in a new spot on your iPad. Your apps will still be shaking, so tap the Home button once to lock your apps back in place. If you want to move an app to a different page, you'll have to complete all the same steps, but instead, drag the app to the very edge of the page. You have to remember to keep your finger pressed down the entire time. This will bring you to the next page with your app in tow. Find a spot, release it, and again, lock your apps with the Home button. This can take some time to master, so keep practicing until it feels more natural. The more time you spend with your iPad, the more apps you'll download. Getting rid of apps you've downloaded but no longer use will help keep your home screen clutter-free. And if you change your mind at a later date, you can always download the same app again. First, find the app you'd like to delete, and then get the apps to shake again as you did a few moments ago. Notice the small X in the top right-hand corner of the app. Tap once on that X. A small box comes up asking if you're sure you want to delete the app. Tap Delete and then Remove. The app will now disappear from your home screen and be deleted from the iPad. Tap the Home button once to lock your apps back in place. Apps that come pre-installed on your iPad, sometimes called native apps, cannot be deleted. These include apps like Settings, Messages, Calculator, Health, and more. They do not show an X when apps are shaking, and therefore they cannot be deleted. The more apps you download, the more important organizing becomes. Folders allow you to group related apps together. They're like a digital filing cabinet. Here, we're going to create a folder made up of 2 related apps, Facebook and Twitter. You'll need to get the apps jiggling again, as we've done a couple of times already. To create a folder, drag one app on top of another and release. A folder is automatically created when you group apps together like this. The iPad will suggest a name for you, Social makes sense for this folder, so we'll keep it by tapping the Home button once and tap once more to return to the home screen. That's it, you've made a folder. To peek back in, tap the folder once from the home screen, and you'll now be able to see what's inside. Now, if you didn't like the folder name that the iPad suggested, you can change it easily by first getting the apps to shake as we did before. Then, tap on the title of the folder, delete the suggestion, and type in your own new title. Select Done, tap the Home button, and you'll be back on the home screen. You may notice that your iPad starts to slow down as you use more and more of the apps you've downloaded over time. When you minimize an app by tapping the Home button once, the app is not closed, just minimized. Think of when you minimize a program or window on a computer. It's still open, just not visible on your screen. To close apps, 2 quick taps are required on the Home button. This zooms out and allows you to see all of your open apps. Scroll right to see them all, as there could be a lot. If this is the first time you've done this, pick an app you want to close. Then press and hold in the window area of the app and swipe up. The app disappears to the top of the screen and is now closed. Closing a bunch of apps can be a quick process by swiping up on all that are open. Notice how the next open app scrolls in from the side of the screen as you successfully close each one. After you've closed all open apps, you'll be left with a zoomed-out image of your home screen. Notice how it bounces back. This you can't close. Go back to a standard zoom by pressing the Home button once. This process will take time to master, so keep practicing.
Managing your iPad home screen is important to help your iPad keep running smoothly and also to help you stay organized.
Home screen management is not something I do.
Home screen management is something that I was just introduced to on the iPad. Because the iPad is app-driven, that information is going to be helpful to me because the apps I use more often, I will make sure I put them, on the first pages. So it's going to be very helpful.
I hope you had fun learning about home screen management and you feel like you've accomplished something today. It feels a little bit like cleaning up your house and getting everything put away. And I look forward to working with you next time on the next skills that we're picking up.
Today, we covered home screen management, including moving, deleting, and organizing apps. If you missed anything the first time, play it through as many times as you need to feel comfortable. And visit seniorplanet.org for more free tips on using the technology you care about most.